Welcome back to Daytime at 9. We're all measured by success, whether it's money and maybe the kind of car we drive, yet we forget about the main focus of life, and that's happiness. Jim Hjort with the Right Life Project is here to help you balance it all out when it comes actually to everything, when it comes to money and things that don't really cut it, right?
Yep,
All right,
right.
so Jim, let's get straight to it. Let's talk about the project a little bit.
Well, you know, from an early age, we're all conditioned to think of success in terms of things like a high-powered career and, you know, money, nice cars, things like that. And that message is reinforced every day.
Yeah.
You know, we see commercials for, you know, this next shirt or car or cupcake or teeth whitening, you know, whatever it is that promises to make us happy and keep us happy. But the problem is it just doesn't work that way.
Exactly. You know, I know as a kid, we're all brought up to, you know, when it comes down to it, it's like work hard and, you know, work hard. If you work hard, it'll pay off.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and it's kind of a raw deal for everyone that we get that message, you know, because if you're unable to attain those things, then a lot of people then feel trapped and, you know, like they're destined to be unhappy. But then you have a lot of people who are able to achieve those things, the career, the house, the car, but then they get there and they realize, wait a minute, I'm not all that happy still.
Yeah.
You know, what is the problem here? And so a lot of times people then start to question themselves. You know, is there something wrong with me? Because I've done everything I'm supposed to do and I'm still not happy.
I think it's because they're still used to chasing it. And now that they've achieved it, they're like, well, what do I do now?
Right.
So what do they do? How do they balance it all out?
Well, it's good to know a couple of like hard facts from science that we know without doubt. So for one thing, money, to a certain extent, can buy happiness, but not very much. So basically, money increases happiness the most if you're having trouble meeting your basic needs, like food, shelter, and clothing. Beyond that, the amount of money that, the amount of happiness that money buys tapers off very quickly. So, you know, this endless chase for more and more of it just doesn't produce the results that we're looking for.
All right. So what are some of the tips that we can give people to kind of like maybe either slow them down or get a different perspective in life to help them come back around?
Well, the important thing is, as much as possible, to let go of goals that are outside of you. So for things like power, money, material possessions, and instead aim for intrinsically satisfying goals. Okay? So for instance, let's say at work you're shooting for a promotion and a raise.
All right.
Okay? So there's a couple of goals that are outside of you, recognition and money, right? You'd be much better off if instead you aimed for just being really competent at what you do. Because in that case, you're going to really savor that feeling of a job well done. And you're going to be as likely, if not more likely, to achieve those external goals of the promotion raise anyway. The difference being that you'll be happier along the way.
Okay, so don't set yourself, you know, too big of a goal where you're kind of feeling disappointed in the long run. Just make it subtle where you can actually reach them faster.
Yeah, you're looking for intangible goals, really. Give preference to those over things. My rule of thumb is if you can buy it or put it in your mouth, it's probably not the thing that's going to give you a lasting sense of well-being.
All right, all right. Okay, so, you know, that's the work side. You know, we all strive to do better every day. How can they balance around to the family? Like, how does it all connect back? You know, because you said when you buy the house and you get a few things that you wanted to get, how do you keep it just level and you don't fall off that and go back to that?
Well, again, I think it's important for everyone in the family, and even the family itself can be a real great source of those kind of intangible goals, right? So cultivating a close connection with your family members is something that is inherently rewarding and feels good, regardless of what kind of car you drive or house you have.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Jim, well, I want to thank you very much. And for more information on everything that Jim has to talk about, because the Right Life Project is very important and it can help you out tremendously, you can go to the rightlifeproject.com. You can find them on Facebook at Right Life Project, Twitter, Right Life Pro and J.